100 subs is one of the first goals that many YouTubers go for, and for very good reason. 100 subs means you're doing something right. It means you're on the right path, and it's an easy milestone, but yet also difficult to get. Now, it's possible to do this within 2 to 3 months. I personally did it with 10 videos on this channel, and on the other channel we did it I think in about 3 videos. And there is a lot that goes into it in terms of how to make a good video and how to make a good channel that will grow. So this is my 5 tips on how you guys can get your first 100 subscribers. Tip number 1, complete your profile 100%. So put in a profile picture, a banner, and fill in your about section. You can also put an email there. Don't use your personal private email, use a public email account just for YouTube. Tip number 2, start with a good title. Make sure you've got a good concept and get a good title. It's one of the only things people are going to know about your video that will make them click. Make sure it's a catchy title, not clickbaity, catchy, and that way you're going to maximize your ability and your opportunities to get viewers in to your videos. And also make sure you deliver on the title. Some people decide to go with the title first and then make the video. Some people make the video and then go with the title. So it's up to you how you want to do it, but there is more success in planning your videos when you have the title and then you make the video around that title. Tip number 3, create a good thumbnail. And if you're not good at graphic design, start learning, and you can easily find somebody on Fiverr or one of those such sites to help you build a type of brand themed thumbnail. But the best option would be for you to learn how to do it, and there's many options and many platforms that you can use to create your thumbnail. So with a good combination of title and thumbnail, you can get thousands of views on your videos. And sometimes it just takes a little tweak just to nudge the video into being from not being clicked into being a clicked video. Tip number 4, cut the bloat. Cut anything out that you don't need in that video. I had a video where I had a tip on how to speed up some editing software, and that tip took me maybe 30 seconds to deliver, but then I was waffling on for 5 minutes before then on how this issue affected me, which frankly people didn't care. They just wanted to know how to fix the same problem they had. So while you're cutting the bloat, make sure the video still makes sense in terms of your storytelling or what it is. You don't want to cut it up so much that the story or the point of the message of the video is lost. So you want to cut out things like intros, stingers, hello, my name is Mo, etc. You want to cut all of those out and leave those for later on in the video. Just get the viewers the content that they've come for. You don't need to tell your life story to tell somebody how good a camera is or how to do something, how to build a box. Continuing on that point, tip number 5 is make good content. So good content is all about your delivery and the point of your video. So a good video doesn't mean that it's necessarily being shot on an 8K camera. It could be just shot on an iPhone or Android phone, any camera really, to capture the video. You do want to make sure you've got good audio because that will differentiate you from a lot of creators out there. So make sure you've got good audio. You can buy a cheap £20 mic. You don't have to buy anything fancy. Get a little lav, connect it up to your shirt, and you're good to go to start. Got a bit more of a budget, you can get one like the one I have here, which is a Movo MV10 I believe. It's a good all-round mic, and since I've purchased it, I've left all my other shotgun mics at home. The only times that I don't really use it is when I'm in my home office and I have a Rode NTG5 boomed above my head, and that just allows me to capture better audio. But it does come at a cost, and if you're starting out, you don't want to buy that sort of mic. And it's not just the mic that's associated with that, it's the audio interface that is needed to capture that, and or the sound recorder that it will need to connect onto. So if you're just starting out and you have a little bit of a budget, spend no more than £100 on your mic and get something all round like this Movo, which I'll have a link in the description below. Bonus tip shortly, but first of all, let me know what your subscriber goal is and what your channel's about and how many subscribers you have. If you're finding value out of this video, then make sure you hit that like button and sub for more. Bonus tip number 1, verify your account. Very important thing to do, and I think you should actually do that first. That will allow you to have custom thumbnails, it will allow you to live stream, and it will allow you to upload longer videos. Bonus tip number 2, stay consistent. Make sure you set an upload schedule and stick to it. This has been one of my hardest points to do, but if you're able to set an upload schedule, a recording schedule, and stick to it, you'll be successful. Bonus tip number 3, keep going, learn your analytics. You don't need to dive into them 100%, but you should be looking at your retention and doing more of your spikes and less of your dip. The spikes are when people are rewinding to have a look at that section again, and the dips are when people are fast forwarding through those. So if a lot of people are, you can see them dip when you're doing an introduction, maybe you don't need an introduction. Your name should be there on underneath the video on the channel, so why do you need to introduce yourself every video? You don't.